Hello everyone, welcome to the web development course from Basic Uni. In this section of your course, here we will be learning about the web development. Okay, so here basically we will be learning MERN stack development. Okay, so basically for the front end development, we will be starting with the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then we will learn the framework. That is, we will learn React.js and also along with the css somewhere we will be learning our tailwind css also. Okay, so for the backend development we will be purely using the MERN stack. There we will be using the mongodb, we will be using express.js and node.js. Okay, so make sure you follow all the videos right from the first video of the html till the last video. Okay, so yeah, in this section, we will be learning about the web development. We will begin with the HTML. Okay, so first thing is what is this web development? Okay, so you may have seen many websites, right? So, how those websites are built? Okay, so those websites are built using the web technologies that we will be learning here. Okay, so web development is nothing but the website development. So this is the process of creating websites or somewhat like web applications that are accessed through the internet. Okay, so it involves designing the layout, adding functionality, and ensuring that the website works well on various devices and browsers. Okay, so here you can see this is my laptop screen. Okay, you want to build a website that works on laptop and as well as a mobile. Okay, so those kind of features we will be learning how you can add. Okay, so this web development typically involves using languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You might already have heard about these things. Okay, so here we will be learning all of these things from the scratch. Okay, so yeah, here we said about what exactly is HTML, right? Okay, we were saying somewhat like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Here you can see HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML is the skeleton, CSS is the skin, JavaScript is the brain. Okay, so to understand this, what we can do is, okay, so imagine that, imagine a human body, and for the human body, the main thing that we need is this bone structure, right? We need the bone structure in order to um, do all the operations, right? So this is the bone structure that we basically need. And then for the outer covering, mainly like we have the skin that defines how we look, that beautifies a human, right? So that is what the css does to the website. Css basically beautifies the website, and along with that we have this JavaScript. Just like we have this neural system, right? We have the nervous system that is connected to the brain. All these things are helpful in the functionality of a human, right? We perform different functionalities using these nerves. Okay, so JavaScript gives the same kind of functionality, adds the functionality to your web pages. Okay, so just imagine that here is these three dots. If I click here, some operation is happening here, right? So I got this over here. Okay, so if I click back here, that has gone. That is somewhat like a functionality. Okay, so here we have this one.jpeg, and then we have these things, and I have an image here. That is the HTML stuff. Okay, now what exactly is the CSS? CSS, something like here you can see this is aligned here at the leftmost corner, and also this image is at the center itself, and these icons are at the center. Okay, so this is somewhat like the CSS. We do all of these things using the CSS. And as I had said here, if I click somewhere, some operations does happen. All of those operations are by JavaScript. Okay, so we will be learning all of these things from the scratch, and after learning this we will be moving forward with the backend development. And along with that we will be building hands-on projects using these, and also we'll be building very complex projects. Okay, to begin with that, first thing is we will be needing a IDE. Okay, integrated development environment. Okay, so here I'm using this Visual Studio Code. I hope everyone has the Visual Studio Code. No doubt everyone will have it. And to begin with this, we will be uh, needing to start with a folder. For that, what you can do is, okay, so just minimize this. Here let's create a folder on the desktop. I'm creating it on the desktop. You can create in anywhere. Okay, so I will name this as html. Okay, so let me rename this as html2. You can name it to anything. Okay, it is up to you. And I will drag and drop it here. Okay, so if I drag and drop that, you can see this folder have been opened in my Visual Studio Code. And definitely you can do it by using the terminal also. Here first thing is, we will be needing the extensions in order to run our HTML files. Okay, so extensions are basically adding additional features or functionalities to a software or a web browser. Okay, so for now we will be installing very basic extensions. Here you can go, and first thing is search Prettier. Okay, so Prettier, here you can see this is a code formatter. Using this Prettier, what happens is, here you can say your code will be shown in some colors. It will be easily readable. Okay, it will be easily readable and it will be arranged in this way. Okay, so and after this we have this live server extension. Okay, so here you can see the live server extension. Here you can just install this. You will have the install option here, and after that you don't have to make any changes. After installing this, you will get this go live over here. Okay, so if you click on this, our server will be open. Our development server will be open, that we will be learning right now. Okay, so yeah, these are the very main extensions that you need to install. And after this is extension. This is absolutely optional. You can install it if you need. I prefer installing this because it provides a very good emits for the development. Here you can see it has all these features. Okay, you can just click here and you can install this. Okay, so after installing this, your development environment setup has been successfully done. And now what we need to do is, we need to create the files and we need to run them. Okay, so here I will say um, tut1.html. Okay, so this is my first html file. Okay, so basically we use this .html extension for all our html files. Okay, let me just click here. Okay, so now here you can see we have this html. Okay, we have learned what html is, just the basic overview. Now see, this html means hypertext markup language. Okay, so this is used to mark the different pages of the website. Okay, mainly like having some text, having some buttons, all those things we will be doing by using this html. Okay, so first now here first thing we need to learn here is the basic structure of the html. Okay, so if I just add this exclamatory mark and press enter, we will get this thing. This is our html, body of the html. Okay, this is a structure of html. We will write this from the scratch in order to explain. Okay, so first thing we need to specify here the type of the document and the version of the html that you are using. Okay, so the first is the type of the document, right? So I will write this doc type, and here you can see uh, doc type is html, hypertext markup language. This is the type of our document that we have written. Okay, so and after specifying this, first thing we need to specify is html tag. Okay, so this html tag basically specifies that from where to where your html code is. Okay, so here we will be writing all the html code in between these tags. Okay, so we will be writing all our html code here. Okay, so this says the entire html document. And after this, here we will be having this head tag. Okay, so here you can see the basic syntax of the HTML tags. That is, here it begins with the tag name, this symbol, less than symbol, and then we will be having the greater than symbol followed by this, and here we will be having the single slash and then the same thing that we have written over here. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of the HTML tags that you need to keep in mind. And after this what this head tag basically contains is, this contains all the meta information about the document. Okay, so we will be specifying so many metadata inside this meta information. Like here we can specify the title of the document. Okay, you can specify the title of the document. For now, just keep this thing in mind. Okay, so while moving forward we will be learning more complex things. Here we will have the metadata. Okay, this specifies the meta information. As I had said, here we will be having the title, right? So here, let me just go live. If I click here, we had said that if we click on the go live, our HTML page will be open, right? So here you can see this is your first HTML website. We have not designed anything, that's why we are getting the empty HTML page. Okay, so here you can see this is the name for the HTML page. Here if I go and let me give this as first website. Okay, first website, control S, and if I go here, here you can see the title of our HTML document has been changed. Okay, so that is what I mean by adding the meta information and also the title. Okay, so we have changed our title. You can add anything here, it is completely up to you. And also here we will be having some meta tags also for our SEO optimization, that is search engine optimization. We will learn those things later. Okay, so after this, here we have this empty page. Right here we need to show some of the content. We want to show some content here. In order to show some content here, right after our head, okay, so inside this head we will be having the meta information, and this is just done. Okay, so to show all the data, okay, we need to show some data here inside our main page. To show that, here we make use of this body. Okay, let me just write something here, and if I go here, you can see this thing. Okay, so whatever we write here inside our body tag will be reflected here. Okay, so basically we will not write anything like this inside our body tag. Mainly we will be having some other tags. Okay, so here let me just write this to show you. I will definitely explain that. Here you can see we will write our all of these things in this way. Okay, so here whatever the tag that you want to show will be defined here. Okay, so this h1 is basically the header. Okay, this is the header tag known as header. Here you can go, let me just make it this way. Okay, here we have written this header, and here we have this h2. Okay, so all of these h1, h2, and all of these still hy are same, only that it is the change in the size. Okay, so here I will again write this header. Okay, so if I again write the header and if I reload, you can see that thing. Okay, so here the size is slightly smaller than what we have over here. Let me write the h3 here. Okay, so if I write the h3 and do a reload, you can see, and after this we have this h4. Okay, so control S, you can see we got this h4, and after this if I write this h5. Okay, so yeah, you can see these kind of things. And if I write this h3 also here, okay, mainly we will not use this h6 and all. basically in most of the scenarios we will use till h5. Okay, so it is better to know all of these things. And after this, if I write h7, we don't have any tag for h7. Okay, so you can see the size difference of all of these things. Okay, so this is your first html website. Okay, here you have learned about the h1 tag, h2 tag, h3, h4 and h6, all these tags. Okay, so according to the requirement, you can make use of this. Let's say here you are building your portfolio website. In that website here, let's say you want to write something like my information. Okay, so here you will write my information. You write in this way, and below this you will be having some of your own data. Okay, so this is how you use this. And after this, these are the basic tags, and we have so many tags in the html. That is, we have one more tag named as p. Okay, so p basically stands for paragraph. Okay, so inside this p tag we will be using the paragraphs. Okay, so here I wrote the p and I'm getting this suggestion because of the extension that we have, third extension that we have installed. Okay, and also this Visual Studio Code provides the very good feature for the extension download and using. Okay, and we can make use of all the emits. Okay, so let me show you this p tag. Okay, so here inside this we will be having the paragraphs. Okay, here we will be writing the paragraph inside this. Okay, so yeah, this can be any number of words or sentences we can say. Okay, here you can see this can be anything. Okay, so if you are just learning and you're testing your application, you're, let's say you are building a project and you don't want to add any customized paragraphs over there. Okay, so while building the project you will definitely feel it, you don't want to write your own paragraphs. In that case, what you can do is, here we have this lorem. You can see, if I write just lorem and click enter, we will get this thing. Okay, so and also with this, let's say lorem, and then you want only 30 words. Okay, in that case lorem 30 and control save. You can see we got 30 words here. Okay, so yeah, you can change it. You can definitely change it. Here you can see lorem 10. Okay, yeah, here you can see only 10 words, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 words have been obtained over here. This is just for the purpose of learning and development. You can make use of this lorem feature. Okay, so this is how we make use of the paragraph tag. Let me tell you few features of the paragraph tag. Here let me add this lorem 10 again, and if I save this, here you can see our this text came to second line. Okay, so this is here and it came to next line. That is, it has been added a line break. Okay, so this is just a small paragraph. Now you can see it has added a line break at the end. When the size of this website has been exceeded, it has added the line break. And let's say you want to add the line break right after this lorem ipsum. Okay, so here if I do so and press enter, okay, if I reload our this page, you can see we are not able to add the line break over here. Okay, so by default this paragraph tag, inside the paragraph tag, whatever the paragraph you add will not have any line break. Okay, even if you add the line break in this way. Okay, so even if I reload this, you can see the line break has not been added. Okay, so here for that we have this br tag. Okay, so br tag basically adds the line break. Okay, you can see after our lorem, a line break has been added. Line break is nothing but going to the next line. Okay, so yeah, this is how you can add the line break in the paragraph tag. Okay, so again, let me write one more example. Here I will say line 1. Okay, this is line 1 and this is line 2, line 3. Okay, and if you reload this, okay, so let me reload this page, and here you can see all of them have come in the same line. Okay, so this is the feature of the p tag, that we will not be having the line break unless it is required. Okay, so this is about the paragraph tag, and let's say here we will be having so many hyperlinks in our websites, right? So hyperlinks means we'll be having something like here we will be having a blue color text. If we click on that, our page will be redirected to some other page or a image, like that, right? So if we want that, here we have this anchor tag. Okay, so inside this anchor tag, here we have this hyper reference, you can see. Inside this we need to specify whatever the address that you want to go. Let me write the google.com here, and I have specified the hyper reference here, and in between here I need to show what exactly I want to show on the web page. If I reload this here, you can see we are not able to see anything here unless we write here. Okay, so let me write here Google and save. Okay, so here you can see this thing. Let me just add so many line breaks. Okay, I will add the 6 line breaks here. This is also a embeds feature. I wanted 6 line breaks. That's why I added br multiplied by 6. Press enter. 6 line breaks will be added. Here you can see. Yeah. Now you can see here this Google, and also here this address for the Google is being specified. If I click here, I will go to this. Okay, so this google.com, whatever I have written here, is the wrong address. That's why um, what I will write here is, let me write amazon.in. Okay, you need to write the proper address. Okay, so Amazon, we need to write all of that HTTPS and all. Okay, so let me just get some valid link. To get the valid link, what we can simply do is, here let's open a new page, and here what I will do is, let me search Amazon here. Okay, so here okay, so let's try to copy this any of the link. Okay, so let me copy this, and I will add that link here. Okay, so in this way you just have to specify the valid URL in order to make this work. Here you can see, if we go here, our this amazon.in address is being shown. Okay, here you can see, if I hover over it, this www.amazon.in has been shown here, and if I click here, that particular address whatever we had here is being opened, right? So now here we can modify this text to let me say, click here to open Amazon. In this way we can write, it is up to you. Okay, so control S. Yeah, here you can see, click here to open Amazon. If I click here, our that page will be opened. Okay, so again this page may not be looking good. Okay, so we can just learn HTML first, later we will learn CSS. There we will learn how you can beautify your web pages. Okay, so this was about this video. In the next video we will be learning more tags of our HTML.